Makabayan Bloc and another group led by former Congressman Chavit Singson and Mike Defensor have lodged complaints, impeachment complaints against the president. Now, the Secretary General, Cheloy Garafil, wasn't there to officially receive them. But these two groups are saying that it's deemed filed because, number one, the Makabayan Bloc left it at her office, and the second group, former Congressman Defensor, said, well, it's there's no discretion given to the SecGen to refuse the filing. That usurps constitutional authority given to the lower house. What do you think?
That is actually a call that falls to the authority of the Secretary General, no? As to the parameters that she will apply in receiving or having it received whenever he is not around in the office, it is a decision that must come from her. No, I apologize that I cannot comment on that particular issue because I understand that it is Secretary SecGen Cheloy Garafil who is in the best position to answer that.
But is there not anything in the House rules or House ethics protocols that defines, okay, what happens when the Secretary General herself or himself is away and a formal complaint is lodged? Is there not such a provision?
I am not certain if there is specific rule on that, but I wish to believe that since impeachment complaint is a very sensitive document, perhaps the staff do not have the necessary confidence to take action or even receive that without the instruction or authority coming from the Secretary General herself.
But is it also not true that the role of the office of the SecGen in cases of impeachment is only ministerial, meaning sila lang yung tagatanggap? They don't really have to exercise any discretion, Congresswoman, when it comes to that. So how does that work pag absent po yung SecGen? Even if for other matters, does the office stop functioning or receiving like documents and stuff?
Well, I agree that that is a ministerial function. However, it is still the power and the authority of the head of office to decide on that. And if the staff who are around in the office do not have the confidence to decide on the matter, then I believe that there is really a problem if the SecGen is not there and no one is willing to receive the impeachment complaint.
And just to clarify, obviously, it's the office of the SecGen that is tasked to receive these papers. But does she report to anyone? Like, is technically, like the speaker, is he her boss? And so can he then kind of decide for her in her absence?
Well, under the rules, it is really the office of the SecGen who has to receive the impeachment complaint. But I don't think it is necessary for her to report to anyone concerning the discharge of this particular function.
Well, Congresswoman, one of the key issues back in the 19th Congress, if we recall, was the timing, particularly when the SecGen would need to transmit this to the office of the Speaker. And there was that word immediately. But how do we define that word? And has this been clarified in Congress already?
Well, as far as I am concerned, by immediately, it means right away, no? And as a matter of fact, the first impeachment complaint that was filed against the president, I saw it in the news, has been transmitted already to the office of the Speaker. Now, with regards to the second and third impeachment complaint, I could see that it is the availability of the SecGen because, as I heard from the news, she's on official business overseas. That prompted this problem of those impeachment complaints not being received by the office of the Secretary General.